back to the Paranormal Project. I'm Jenna.
I'm Ryan, and in this week's video we are talking about skinwalkers as we continue our path into urban myths. So let's crack on really. What is a skinwalker? Well, the legend of the skinwalkers seems to derive from the Navajo Indian tribe in Native America. People in the tribe rarely talk to outsiders. They totally believe in this legend. It's not a myth, it's not a story. These are genuine creatures, beings that exist. There are rituals where they can be made, and they do not want people to talk about it often in case they incur the wrath of an actual skinwalker. So they're very, very protective over this sort of stuff. So for some people watching this, we're calling it urban legends, and they won't like that. But really, what are they? Well, they do seem to be powerful witches that can, in essence, shapeshift into different animals, such as wolves, bears, eagles, foxes and the like, just simply by wearing the skin of the animal. Hence the name, of course.
So apparently spreading terror is their main aim. So what do they really get out of it? Just scaring people?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Do they eat them? Do they live off them? Is that all they feed off of?
So one
is
thing,
it literally they just want to scare people?
Well, that's the weird thing is, so far as we've found, they don't seem to kill people.
Yeah, they just terrorise you.
Just really wind them up. They don't kill people,
yeah.
But you'll get so many farmers say, "Oh, my cattle has been ravaged by some creature."
They mutilate a lot of because where they are, they're found on ranches and farms and things like that. They literally just mutilate all the cattle and livestock and stuff.
Yeah.
But don't do anything to humans.
No, they don't seem to harm humans in sort of this. They don't kill them or anything like that, which is odd that we've found that. Well, they do tend to travel alone at night. Apparently they run extremely fast. They can jump really high. A theory suggests that they started off as medicine men. People who have magical powers or can cure people and do some sort of rituals and stuff, which then comes on to the ritual of becoming a skinwalker. So
to become a skinwalker, you must perform this ritual. This is where it gets weird, because you must kill a relative. That's messed up. And in some cases, you also must eat a part of your relative.
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
I don't know.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole killing the relative makes it. It's I think it's got to be the taboo part of it. It's the worst thing you can do is kill a family member. Yeah,
it's the biggest thing you can do. If you want to become a skinwalker, you must do the worst thing possible.
Could not only kill them but eat them.
Yeah, it shows you must really want it if you can kill a relative.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're not keen on maybe one of your siblings, make the most of it, become a skinwalker, because then you get to run really fast. Now, once you become a skinwalker, unfortunately, you cannot go back. There's no there's no backseas here. You can't go back on it.
You've committed.
You've committed. You've fully committed. Once you've done it, that's it. And the weird thing that we've noticed with quite a few of our urban myths is they won't enter your home unless given permission, which is really bizarre. Again, that whole vampire stuff, and we talked about it with Black-Eyed Kids as well. They don't enter your home unless you give them permission, and they're such big badass beings that they still abide by some sort of rules.
Yeah, but they will terrorise you. They'll scratch your house. They'll scratch your doors. They'll try and beat your door down, but they won't come in.
Yeah, we've mentioned it before when talking about it. Black-Eyed Kids, at least they're polite enough to ask, and if you keep saying no, they'll just leave.
They give up in the end and go away.
But these guys will just keep banging on your door, which is really irritating.
But it is said that they don't kill without a reason.
Right.
I read somewhere.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe they kill bad people.
Maybe
a murderer who murders other murderers. Dexter style. Well, the creepiest thing about them, so far as we've been able to find, it's not the changing into animals and not knocking on your door so often that you have to answer it and whatnot. It's the fact that if you did answer the door and they wanted to, they could change their image to look like you. Maybe that's what they do. When they say they only kill if absolutely necessary, maybe they change into you once they've killed you. like changelings.
What's that?
A changeling is like they're like fairies, where they would take away the baby, and then become the baby themselves. To take the physicality of the child and become the child. It was a massive thing during like the Shakespearean era. Like they genuinely believed that changelings were like a thing, and some babies were like killed. And the way you would get them out is by like holding them over an open fire and saying, "I will throw you in this fire," and that would be the thing that made the changeling like sort of pop out and go, "No, don't kill me."
What if the changeling was never in there and you just burnt a baby?
You just burnt your baby, which is generally something that happened. But anyway, not only can a skinwalker impersonate and copy you and your entire appearance, apparently they can copy your voice.
That's messed up. So literally, like, they could be outside, it could be a horrible night, there'll be a storm, and then you hear someone close to you, your loved one, out in the distance, calling your name or crying for help. But it's not them. It's a skinwalker. Yeah.
So can you imagine, you can hear it, you can actually hear it, like your nan or someone is like out in the snowstorm just crying for your name, and you're like, I've got to go get her, I've got to go get her. No one else can hear it, no one else cares, I've got to go get her, and you just never come back. It's kind of creepy.
It is creepy. Yeah, that's pretty scary. So newer sightings are mainly around the Arizona and New Mexico area, which actually leads us on to the Skinwalker Ranch, which is in Utah, America. And it's notably the place that has one of the most paranormal encounters, would you say?
Yeah, I think it's like the most paranormally active place in the world.
Yeah.
Even like Area 51 with its alien stuff, even Bermuda Triangle with all the crap that goes on there. This place is just up there. Like, apparently stuff happens every freaking day. Which, if you've seen any documentary, you'll know is shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
There is a few documentaries on Skinwalker Ranch, and a film. There's two films. There's a docu-film. What's that called? Is it a docu-film?
Yeah. Docu-film.
Docu-film.
Documentary film.
There must be a name for that.
A documentary?
Documentary.
That's what I would call it, a documentary.
Oh, okay. It was a documentary and a couple of films that you can watch. Some are a bit long.
Oh yeah,
we couldn't really get into it.
So we watched one recently, just trying to do some research for this.
It was called The Hunt for the Skinwalker.
Yeah, and it was long, unnecessarily long, because it was just like it's weird to describe. It's like a movie of trailers.
Yeah, they kept cutting to like the best bits, but never like telling you. They never got to the point.
No, they really didn't.
And then they start to slowly do it, and then it goes into like another trailer. It's really bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
But if you can hold out and want to learn about it, give it a go.
Oh yeah, no, it's worth looking into. Of course, just
and Robbie Williams features in.
Robbie Williams, for some bizarre reason, features in this film.
Love it.
So the attention of the ranch came into the eyes of the media around the 1990s from the Sherman family, who purchased the ranch in 1994 by husband and wife Terry and Gwen Sherman. Now, their story started when they were confronted by a huge wolf, absolutely huge wolf. So the story somewhat goes that him and his son were sort of tending their livestock, and in comes this massive wolf like out of the bushes, comes right up to them, is apparently very friendly. They stroke the wolf.
Yeah, I believe they were petting it.
Yeah, they pet it. There's no reason why this wolf is a danger to them as far as they're concerned. And then it sort of turns around and sees like the livestock and just starts having a go at it, like fully having a go.
Mutilating it.
And then the dad's like, "Boy, get me my gun." So he's got his pistol and he's firing at the wolf to no effect. So then he's like, "Boy, go get me my rifle."
Get me my rifle.
And then he shoots him with a big rifle. And again, apparently the wolf's just unfazed by it.
Unfazed, yeah.
But like, sort of walks away back into the bushes like, "No, I'm done here. Like, I'm a bit fed up now. You've ruined my meal." And that's apparently like the first encounter that the Shermans have with Skinwalker Ranch and some paranormal stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Which when we watched, it was like, it's not really paranormal, is it? It's just a big wolf.
That's the thing. It literally, telling that story is literally a wolf. It's not,
Yeah.
like you said, nothing paranormal. How would you pin that to a skinwalker? How would you know that's a skinwalker?
Yeah, more of like, realistically, what are the chances of them knowing about skinwalkers?
Yeah.
Like they're just a couple of like middle Americans just, you know, doing their business as farmers.
Yeah.
You know, how would they know so much about it?
Mm. So after this, there was more strange things that occurred on the ranch. Visitors that were staying on the ranch reported seeing unidentifiable creatures in the woods, similar to the wolves and bears and normal animal that you would find on a ranch.
Yeah, another animal that I've not seen before. Like, there's
Yeah.
loads of animals I haven't seen.
Oh, I've seen a badger.
Yeah, unless you've
Or
been to the
skinwalker.
zoo.
So along with this, it was also reported that there were indescribable lights flickering and hovering in the sky. Now this is where it takes some sort of like extraterrestrial, UFO, alien type of turn, because the ranch was actually purchased by billionaire Robert Bigelow. He bought it off the Shermans because he's extremely passionate about all things space, science, paranormal, and he wanted to bring all of these experts onto the ranch to kind of investigate what was going on.
Yeah, like he'd heard about the Sherman's experiences, and there's loads more experiences. Like, we will talk about Skinwalker Ranch on its own at some point. So Skinwalkers, like thoughts, feelings, opinions, what we saying, real, not real, what we doing, what we debunking it as, or are we not?
Thing is, I don't want to undermine the Navajo culture and the way things were back then. I reckon they believed that skinwalkers existed then, but I don't think they exist now. So I think it was literally just them with a dead wolf on their head, high on drugs,
A lot of drugs.
running around, maybe killing people. Not even killing people, maybe just killing animals, old school style with like a spear and stuff.
I would like to think that maybe they're a story that you tell your kids, you know, the skinwalkers out there, it will get you.
Yeah.
And then you start giving it that mythos, you know, it will
Layer
kill
it
you,
up.
it will do this, you layer it up, and then what you get is like, if it's a small knit community, they can create a skinwalker to like come out, and maybe it's like the medicine man who knows some stuff, he knows all the right things and whatnot, and like maybe they do play them, you know, like at Christmas, like people's dads play Father Christmas and whatnot at Christmas, and then like, because to like keep the story alive for the kid, maybe there's like a negative side to it as well, and like someone, maybe people in their tribe, like, or you know, in the community, play the skinwalker, and they walk around late at night on a particular time of year, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's a skinwalker, and that creates that reality, and it's like, that's why you don't go out after dark and all this kind of stuff, and it keeps the kids in and safe. But maybe some people took it too far.
Yeah.
Maybe like someone who's just too high on certain things went mad and like does some dodgy stuff. And maybe the ritual does kind of go on and stuff like that. I would say it probably doesn't now.
That's the thing. But then there are a lot of recent encounters of skinwalker stories.
But there's a lot of encounters of wolves.
That's the thing. It's always like a wolf. It's never an eagle, like they said that it could be.
Yeah.
You never get a pigeon. Pigeons.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of a skinwalker. I think it is really scary. But then, like, how would you know if it's a skinwalker or just a shape-shifting alien? Or just another paranormal being? How would you pin it to being a skinwalker? Or how would you even know that it is a skinwalker and not just your mum?
Just your mum. Pretending.
Who can you trust these days, I'm telling you?
Yeah. So we're going with possibly existed like in a weird form. Probably not now.
Yeah, I believe the Navajo tribe. I feel like they believed that skinwalkers existed. I think they did then, but now, nah.
I think that's a good place to wrap up. So, do you guys have any stories with skinwalkers? Any experiences with them? Is it part of your culture at all? Let us know, drop it in the comments, or if you want to, you can drop us an email, which is in the description box just below this video. Yeah, we want to hear about it, and also if you have fanfic,
Sure.
I'm all for the fanfic. Although I
That's
suppose
a bit
that
much.
doesn't that go under
Bestiality,
bestiality?
yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to see it. But yeah, let us know. Comment below.
Yeah, give us a like and subscribe. Also turn on that bell for notifications. We'll upload every week. More urban legend videos to come.
Mm.
And we're going to be covering some more creepy topics like ghosts, conspiracy theories,
UFOs,
alternate universes. You know, the ideas are endless. But if you do have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see from us, feel free to comment or send us an email with your ideas and thoughts.
Yeah, make sure you follow us on all the socials, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.